Hi, welcome back to my channel, God's Anointed Child. My name is Latoya. So today I just want to shed light on sign when you have encounter with a warlock. So there's certain signs that you will have, and this is because I have many encounter, date, marry warlocks, and not only warlock but people that practice witchcraft and other divination. So I'm gonna read also in the book of Deuteronomy to shed light on it as well. But I'm just gonna let you know. So like if you're a single person and you want to get married, so what I notice is like when you encounter this person, so this person that is a warlock, they already know that they're going to meet you. They know exactly the location because they already tap into something to know where to meet you and how they're going to destroy you. So this is predestined, like they plan it. So it's just for you, like, to stay prayed up and stay on God so he can give you discernment. That's why God tell us to pray without cease. So when the enemy work in darkness, it's because they see way ahead of time. They cannot see the future, everything, but they can see it to an extent. So anyway, like I said, when you meet these people, you definitely will have this serendipity. Like literally you met good luck, you met the man of your dream. That is just like when you find that thing, just don't even like just go up with the flow. No, you question it and you bring it to God. When you have these butterflies, you encounter this man, he look at you, you stare in the eyes, and then all of a sudden butterflies in your tummy. I'm not saying that you can't meet the love of your life and have those feelings, but like I said, when you have these feelings, put it to Christ, put it to God, pray about it. Don't just go with the flow. So these are things that happened to me, and I thought this was the one. And they have the right thing. They know exactly where your void is. They know what you need, and it's like it's so quick because they're here to destroy you. So their word is to come in because the enemy come to kill, steal, and destroy. So they see where you're vulnerable because you had this void, you want love. So Jesus is not filling that space because you put something in it. You have a lock, you want a husband or you want a wife. So this is how they come in, and they just like, when they come in, they can pretend like they have money, or they will pretend like they will take care of you. They have all plans. So these are the plans that they have, but the plans will never come into fruition. So if they're saying, oh, we're gonna buy a house together, we're gonna do this, it's just all plans. And at the end of the day, it's like when they come and they marry you, there's no plan for them, there's no house, because they cannot save. These are people that are very destructive. They don't have no savings. They just blow through money, whether through drinking or something, because when they're in darkness, they have to use certain substance to kind of keep them grounded, because the enemy taunt them. As much as they taunt you more, the enemy taunt them. So they always need something. So their money is always a waste. It always goes up in flame. But their mission is to come. I told you that they scratch my car. So they will scratch your car. They will pop your tire. They will run into things and break your car. They will even burn your house down. They will mess with your children, no matter how young. I'm telling you, even as much as an infant. I'm telling you, they will mess. The head is not good, because the spirit of God is not with them. They're like reprobate. So at the end of the day, the enemy don't give them a limit. It's like they walk in limitless. So they will do anything, like literally anything. And it's like, you would think this is medical. No, it's spiritual. So at the end of the day, just that they went through some form of trauma, and the enemy came in and take over, and they're just like, they're there, but they can't do anything on their own will. So the enemy will kind of switch on a light, like a light bulb. So they're like, oh, I'm here with you, and then the moment they're just gone. They're always zoning out. So take note, when you're talking to them, they always zone out because they can't hear you. It's like they're not here to build with you. They're here to break and to take. So at the end of the day, when you're talking about anything important, they have like memory loss. They always forget things. Anything that's very valuable and important, do not rest it on them, because they will always. So I'm telling you, if you're in a relationship and you suss these things out, pray. And secondly, if you're a born again and you're in a relationship with this person, anytime, even if they're Muslim. So there's people that marry to Muslim, and I was dating a guy that he said he was Muslim and I am Christian, but the way I was desperate, I was willing to take anything at that point. But he was a Muslim and a warlock, and because it makes them easier to do evil, I'm telling you. So they can say I'm a Muslim but non-practice. They will say they're practicing, they're going to the mosque and all of that, but like I said, there's no power thereof. So anyway, when you are praying, notice if they enter the room when you are praying, they will kneel with you, because the Bible says every knee shall bow. So those demons will kneel down in him, and he will act as if he is obeying the word that is coming out of your mouth, then, because he's under subjection. So if you start praying, sometimes they will get angry and they will disturb you, or they will come out of the room, depends on, or they will say, oh, this is not my belief, this is not my belief. They will tend to do that. And they will tell Jesus is not real. They will be trying to disturb your prayer, because it's affecting the spirit that is in them. And when they come around people that are praying too much, then the spirit will punish them. So they have to always try to silence and to stop you. Secondly, they will get their family to let you believe like they have big plans for you, and the family are into the witchcraft or the sorcery or whatever they are into. The family sometimes know about it, but the family is afraid of them, so the family have to go with the flow. So before I say anything else, let me read Deuteronomy, and let me read it. So Deuteronomy 18, and I'm reading from the NIV, and I'm going to read from verse 10 all the way to verse 12. And it said, let no one be found among you who sacrifice their son or daughter in the fire, who practice divination or sorcery, interpret omen, engage in witchcraft, or cast spell, or who in a medium or spirit, or who consult the dead. Anyone who does these things is detestable to the Lord. Because of this same detestable practice, the Lord your God will drive you out these nations before you. So you see that the Lord is not happy with people that does these evil things, and they can cast spell to love you. Furthermore, when you're intimate with these people, they tend to want your blood and their blood to connect. There's always a way where they will either try to spit in your mouth, or they will probably cut themselves, or they will try to engage while you're on your menses or your monthly cycle. So there's a way where they use your blood during this time to do certain things. Some of them you have to be careful, because with one, he took my sanitary towel during my monthly cycle, so he's always monitoring it, and he took it every month when I'm emptying it in the bin. So he will come around most of the time when that is on, or he would want to force me, and this is before I'm a proper born again, so to engage, which I also think is unclean, but I don't want to, you understand. So they will want to do it in a way where if they know your cycle is due today or tomorrow, they'll want to engage, but they want it to be very rough, where it can bring it down fast, where your blood as well can come, and they tend to have it on them. They won't wash themselves. They will go and use their body fluid for evil. So I'm just letting you know, when they come, it's always siphon your beauty. It will always take your finance. There's just bad energy around you. I go to the gym. The other day I was in the gym, and I know this person carried the spirit of Jezebel, just a very unclean spirit, because this person is living a very unclean life. And I used to fond of this person, but then the Lord opened my eyes, and I tend to use wisdom, because you can't let certain people know that, oh yeah, I know that you're evil. So I was lifting weight, and it was quite a bit hard for me to manage, and this person came around me and began to assist me. And the moment the person assists me, all my energy was gone. It's like my body just shut down, like zero. I have zero energy, that I even book lessons and I have to leave. So at the end of the day, I walk over to another lady, and she said to me, oh, it's like my body just telling me I can't do anything. And I realized this man was even behind this lady, assisting her with the same weight. And then she was like, I just couldn't do it anymore. And I was like, I just put a cross at my chest, and he saw me, and he was like, what? And then I left, and I just began to declare, anyone that has stolen my energy, my power, I command that it return to me sevenfold. If a thief be caught, you have to return what you have stolen sevenfold. And then I start getting back my energy and everything. But like I said, you have to pray. You have to know when these people are around you, when they're siphoning your energy, siphoning your beauty, they will just destroy you, destroy your house. They're unclean. They don't clean up their house. They don't clean up your house. They're just the worst. and you don't want to come in contact. They cannot love. There's no love in them. They don't have the love of Christ. They are very angry. They have fits of rage. They will beat you senseless and apologize without no meaning. Be careful of these people. I'm telling you, look at the signs. Don't let the butterfly fool you in your stomach or let the desperation trick you. These people are to avoid. Pray, read your Psalms, and do not indulge in their evil. If you like my content, click like, share. Thank you.